Hello once again, everyone, and welcome to the Sanctuary. Once again, we are playing Final Fantasy XIV A Realm Reborn as a bit of a trip down memory lane before Dawn Trail releases in, at the time of recording, a few days. I'm Cruising the host. Alongside me are my wonderful wife, Arya Stormborn, my comrade at arms, Ilfang, and his partner in crime, Knight's Artistry, aka Kotari Ifrit. So, we have been going through several of the side storylines in A Realm Reborn. We've only got 2 more side quests to deal with before we go back to the main stuff. These next few episodes, however, will revolve around one of the goofiest quest lines you can ever do in Final Fantasy XIV, and that is Hildibrand. I used to hate this, and honestly, we're probably just going to be taking the piss out of this whole entire storyline as we move along. But before we do, I do want to make a few rules clear on this. As always, I am doing this through New Game Plus. I am playing as Meteor's Job in the promotional trailers. I am doing any instances through duty support with the exception of raids, alliance raids, and duties that do not support it. Shut up. And finally, fuck all y'all. Finally, all the quests I do will be with quest or max patch item level appropriate gear. So, for 2.0's storyline, for Hildibrand, I will be wearing the Warrior's gear set with amber accessories and the Menfina's earrings with a Bravura Zenith, as you can see on my character sheet right now. But enough about that. Let's get on to our side-by-side comparison. Well, you know, my character screen. I decided to call it character sheet. I don't know why. Yeah, load. Oh, it did? I guess I gotta get rid of that. Anywhoozy. So, like I said, tonight we are starting the Hildibrand quest line. 10 years ago, I was not really happy about this quest, but now I have friends to take the piss out of it with. So, in order to do it, we are gonna come over here to Wymond. I see Artemis in the distance. Where is Kotari and Ilfang? Oh, they're all there. We're over here, peeps. I'm gonna expedite a little bit on Bayon's end, and we are going to start this with the level 50 quest, The Rise and Fall of Gentlemen. I have been busy as a bee, Chris. Seems half the whispers will come my way relate to your comings and goings. Being the active type you are, I reckon you'd be interested in investigating some queer rumors. Am I right? But before that, let me ask. Ever heard of a man named Hildibrand? I hear him tell it. He was Eosia's greatest and most famous inspector. Still, can't say I'm surprised you don't know him. To his credit, Hildibrand and his assistant had a knack for showing up when something shady was afoot. As for sussing out the culprits, well, he had his moments, though I hesitate to give him sole credit. Anyway, 5 years ago, he gets it in his head that he's cracked the code of Messiah's 7th verse. Dalamud, the calamity, all of it can be stopped, he says, so long as he finds the hero of prophecy. And wouldn't you know it, the hero was Hildibrand himself. So he flies off towards Dalamud. Aye, that's right, he flew. Launches himself straight into the air somehow, ridiculous as it sounds. Of course, it's only logical that he's got to come back down. Though it was only recently that we found his body. I had a reason for bringing this up. Ah, right. So, Nashu, Hildibrand's erstwhile assistant, has since become an inspector in her own right. At present, she's investigating the queer rumors I mentioned earlier. She's a sweet lass. A bit daft, but sweet nonetheless. So when I hear she's at wit's end, I want to help. Thing is, I prefer to meddle in the affairs of the living. Zombies are most definitely not my forte. So if you're willing, I'd be grateful if you lent her a hand. As for where to find her, she's like to visit Hildibrand's grave in the Lich Yard when she's frustrated. Try looking for her there first. Alright, the Lich Yard. Alright, everybody's got the quest? Yeah, sorry, my hints are not that subtle. Or not that obvious, I should say. Okay, we are off to Camp Tribo. I hate dry bones. Yeah, and you definitely have to bite the pillow for it. Now then. Yep, there I am. Okay. Let's talk to Nashu. Ladies and gentlemen, Arya Stormborn. The Lich Yard near the Church of Saint Adama Landama. What? Oh, at it again. We really need to figure out how to fix that. We'll figure it out. Anywho. It's all good. Who's crying? Good, Arya? Alright, let's begin. Yep. I'll do the line for you. Uh-huh. now for a flashback, courtesy of the Echo. Sure it is. Alright, let's head over to... We're gonna head over to the Forgotten Springs. And most likely, we're gonna stumble across this fate. Because it pops more often than you think. Oh! The one time I pop up in, the Forgotten Springs and it's not here. You're gonna want to fly over, guys. Well, I'm already here waiting for the fate. Let's plow the road. I wonder how long it will take for us to wait for this fate. Well, it pops in this general direction for the most part. Ilfang definitely remembers this. Remember how long it took for certain fates to pop? Dude, in the last few episodes, I've been doing the Crystal Tower saga, and oh my god. Oh, the other 4 fates, you mean. No, one was in the Ogamoro mines. One of them was in Zaharak. One was in the Sopsis spawning grounds, and then the last one was... No, I don't remember. And Wind. Oh yeah, Nautilon, the wind caller. And funnily enough, when I was doing the trip down memory lane for this, and I was reminiscing the wind caller, what face should pop up as I'm getting into fucking Kurthus, but the wind caller that we don't need to do anymore. Oh, Hanayo is gone. So let's compare bardings. We got a black mage, we've got a dragoon. Artemis has got a little bit of a hodgepodge here. And then we have the basic bitch. There we go. I was talking about your hubby, actually. Oh, we got our fate. Let's plow the road, peeps. Gentleman is rather than does. They do look pretty dapper, that's for sure. We're missing. Nope, we're not. Alright, back to Drybone. Where is our Arya? Okay, we'll wait for you. Yeah, true. Unless I want to voice Nashu myself. Anyway, let's continue. There you go. Alright, back to the Forgotten Springs. Oh, let's fly. Pottery, my dear, you just entered a world of shenanigans. You'll see in a bit. Where... Arya's still on her way. What? Yes, you still have to. Anyway, let's talk to Nashu. A gentleman is rather than does. Who summoned the gentle dead man? They live. They live. And we hunger. My brothers, lend me your ears. A gentleman does not dine upon his guests. Spare this fine gentleman and fair lady your mastications. Withdraw, I say, and harass them no more! We hear, and we obey! Hildibrand? Who is this Hildibrand of whom you speak? My name is Zombibrand, devourer of brains, undead overlord extraordinaire! Inspector. Overlord. Inspector. Overlord. Stay your hand, milady! You know not what you do! Even if I were the esteemed gentleman you purport me to be, the concussive force of the blast is more likely to liquefy my... See? Even you acknowledge the possibility that this plan will result in my... death? Normally, I would applaud your ingenuity, Nashu, but I would have preferred that you found a more elegant solution! Yes, I remember you, my faithful assistant. What I do not quite remember is how I came to be here. And now another flashback. And then on one stormy night, oh my god, Kenny's come back from the dead! Ah, such a wonderful dream. I slew a dragon and... What is this place? And for that matter, who am I? I love how the zombies are just encouraging them. You're dead like us, dude. You're one of us.
Which is weird because they seem to be able to tell that we were alive when we came.
Yeah, right?
Hey, maybe they don't have a bias against the living or dead.
I mean, they did want to eat us.
True. Anyway.
Maybe they're bicorporeal.
Who knows? Anyway. I, Hildibrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, have awoken at last! Be it Red Moon or Black Dragon, no fiend is a match for my legendary might. And who might this fine gentleman be? Could he perhaps be one of my many Oh. But what is this faint tingling sensation in my arm? This ringing in my ears? This dizziness? Would it be a case?
Or, you have a concussion.
That too. I feel my ears bleeding. Anyway, let's continue with the next quest. Back in the saddle. Verily, it could be naught else. Somewhere nearby, dastardly doings are afoot, and only I can thwart them. Copious quantities of sand, unbearable heat. Aha! The Sagoli Desert! I'd bet my life on it. Which means Uldar is but a short trek away. Yes, it all fits. Only that den of iniquity could so violently trigger my keen investigator's sense. Fear not, law-abiding citizens. Inspector Hildibrand shall soon deliver you from evil. This is about to get fun.
Thing, where'd you go?
What are you talking about? I was right next to you. I just took the teleport.
I don't believe you.
He did.
Well, that's because I'm lying through my teeth.
I know.
But I am at Uldar, and I did take a teleport to get there. So I guess...
I also know that. You took your own teleport to get there.
Yes.
I'm just waiting for Artemis. There she is. So far, it looks like not a lot has changed. Alright, let's talk to first Agnes. Beg your pardon? You wish to question me as to the whereabouts of that deviant running about town dressed in rags? Do I look like a reporter for the Mithril Eye? I do not consort with perverts.
Are you sure?
Hey, maybe he's just kinky. You don't know.
Somehow I know.
Alright, Silver Nettle. What? You're looking for a half-baked naked Highlander what likes to catch criminals? I think I remember a thing like that. If you do manage to find this inspector friend of yours, tell him to do something about that goddamn duelist. He made Pa's cousin's kid's best friend lost his blade the other day to that bastard. And now to the quicksand.
What? Somebody call my name?
Yeah, me.
What?
What are you doing?
What?
Sorry, lad, but if it's information you want, you'd be best served by going to Wymond. The only rumors I've heard are those about the weapon thief. Calls himself a duelist, or so I hear. But when you don't allow your opponents to refuse, well... Alright, Wymond. I think you've dealt with that zombie problem, eh? Oh, do tell. Just why were they dressing up like dandies? Wymond! Hey, Wymond! Thal almighty bugger me with a bleeding spear! The dead have risen, and they're walking the streets of Uldar! No need for melodrama, my good man. As you can see, reports of my death were greatly exaggerated.
It's true. He's not a zombie. I checked.
You do seem to be hale and healthy. Which, begs the question, how in the seven hells did you survive that fall? Why question divine providence? What matters is that Eorzea's champion has returned, and that he, and by that I mean I, shall bring this thieving duelist to justice. Heard about that, did you? Might be harder than you think. Even I've got no inkling of that fellow's current whereabouts. Inconceivable! I refuse to believe that the ever-inquisitive, ever-ambitious, ever-reliable Wymond is without a single shred of information, even one of dubious relevance. Well, I make no promises, mind you. There was some talk of a fair maiden what said her most. This knave assaulted a young woman as well? The audacity! I should fly to her side at... Why, if it isn't the gentleman from the Saguli! A serendipitous encounter indeed! Unless... you too seek the belligerent duelist? Capital! It will be invigorating to engage in a friendly battle of wits. Already the spirit of competition fills me. Come, Nashu, we must away! Damn it, Hildy, I ain't told you the lass's name yet! And this is how it begins. Ain't it grand? Alright, our next quest is... What's that?
I said it's also how it middles.
Yeah. Let's continue on our quest. Well, Chris, you might as well go after him. I'll be disappointed if you don't. The lady in question is named Yellow Moon. She's a woman with a taste for the finer things in life. Safe to say you'll find her getting fitted for something in the Weavers Guild most every day. Good luck with the inspector. All right, we are off to the Weavers Guild. Make sure we have everyone. Arya, you coming?
Oh, yeah, we're already at the Weaver's Guild.
Where? Oh,
Weaver's Guild.
No, me and Coach are at the 8th minute at least.
sorry, I was trying to answer Beth.
Oh, what's
Yeah, I was just following Fang.
That's fine.
I knew who was up to something.
I'm never up to anything.
You're always up to things.
Alright, we're just waiting on Arya, who should be here any
It's in
second.
the area.
Yeah, but she's playing on PS4. There she
Yeah.
is.
There's no need to fear. I am here.
To wreck the day! My beloved pure heart was unlike any wand you've ever seen! Elegant, refined, the perfect accessory for any cultured woman! You will bring it back to me, won't you? Priceless possession, callously ripped from the hands of its owner. The lady weeps. The wind bears her sorrow to his ears. What gentleman could hear this clarion call and not beg the honor of championing her cause? What in the world? I swear to you here and now, I, Hildibrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, shall scour all creation from the deepest pit of the seven hells to the very pinnacle of the heavens for your pure hearts.
What he said.
And you, my fellow servant of justice, I see your instincts are not to be underestimated, having guided you to this fair maiden's side. Now then, Miss Moon, what can you tell us of the theft? Thefts, sir, to be precise. My pure heart was only the most recent item to be taken from me. I'm certain I had it when I left home the other day. After I browsed the latest fashions at Sunsilk and took in a match at the Colosseum, I realized it was gone. So, the time and location of the theft are unknown. Essential details without which we cannot solve the case. There is but one logical course of action, Miss Moon. To coax the hidden clues from your memories, we must enact that faithful day's excursion to Sunsilk Tapestries. Alright, Sunsilk Tapestries, if I remember correctly, is... Yep, Steps of Nald. Yep. Take to the main Aetheryte again.
Coach Titty,
Yeah.
you're gonna want to make a little stop here. I see a glamour that you're going to be particularly interested in.
Where are you at?
We're at the main 8th, right? So when you go to the 8th and I go to the 8th right plaza.
I think that's where I went.
Yep, you're there.
Ah!
But where are you?
Well, we should be colored because we changed our color.
How the fuck do I get that?
Let's see. The glamour in question is the Stable Hands hat for headgear, the Summer Sunset Beach cover-up for top, for hands, the Emperor's New Gloves, for pants, Artisan's culottes, and for shoes, the Endless Summer Sandals.
Most that's easy to get, except for the endless summer stuff I think has to be bought now.
Wait, which one?
Luffy, King of the Pirates.
He's gone now.
Yeah. Anywho, they. Let's
I
go
want
speak.
it.
Let's go speak with Yellow Moon.
I prefer to speak with Hildibrand.
Yeah.
But is there a purple moon?
Anyway, Miss Moon, would you be so kind as to describe your visit in detail on the day in question? Nothing unusual happened, but if you insist, I was pondering whether or not to purchase a new dress when a man approached me and confessed his undying love. What sort of man says that to a complete stranger, I ask you? Naturally, I was taken aback. I dropped my purse, in shock, not intentionally, on his foot, and the man cried out in pain and fled. If I may be so bold, Miss Moon, that strikes me as a most unusual happening. In any case, it appears to be completely unrelated to the theft. Let us next proceed to the Colosseum and see what you remember. Gotta love how Nashu's just fucking sleeping throughout this.
Right? Are you sure you want to be a paladin for this?
Oh, I just switched to see how long it took anyone to notice.
I noticed immediately. Because I thought we were just doing a thing where we were both just switching classes while waiting.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we can do that.
Alright, let's talk to Hildibrand again. Once again, Miss Moon, if you would be so kind as to tell us what you remember. Well, like before, nothing unusual happened. I felt like gambling that day and was debating which match to observe when a gladiator approached me from behind and confessed his undying love. Naturally, I was taken aback. I whirled back and struck the man in the face with my purse, in shock, not intentionally. Unfortunately, since I was carrying a tremendous sum of money, my purse weighed about 6 ponzes, and the blow was enough to render him unconscious. 120 ponzes? Miss Moon, you are a remarkably strong woman. Which is precisely why you were targeted. Oh, it's so obvious in hindsight. A thief bore you a grudge. No, it's more than that. He hated you with a passion.
There sure are a lot of giant crates in Uda. At the Weavers Guild, at some silk tapestries, and here too.
All right, Nashu, what do you have to say?
These crates are everywhere, Chris. I wonder what's inside. I don't see how we can open... Of course! I still have plenty of explosives. Here, why don't you try? It'll be fun!
Well, blowing shit up always seems like fun. So,
Shut up, it's fun.
let's blow shit up. All right, let's talk to Hildibrand. At the heart of every crime rests a single unassailable truth, reached only by navigating a web of falsehoods and contradictions. Hearken to me now, for the shepherd leads his flock. I shall guide you to my irrefutable conclusion. A gladiator professes his feelings, only to be rejected and physically assaulted in response, wounding his pride as a warrior and man. Resenting her prowess whilst recognizing his weakness, he carries out a more feasible vengeance. He robs Miss Yellow Moon of her weapon, the pure heart. Arya?
I'm getting there.
Oh.
I had trouble with the bombs.
Ah.
Me too.
Inspector! We found the pure heart! These strange men sneaking around town in wooden crates had it.
It's not what you think. We're not thieves. We're devotees. Yellow Moon is our sun and stars. We only wish to keep her safe from harm. And should she misplace an item from time to time, we'd collect it. Safekeeping, nothing untoward. You deviants were behind all the thefts. All this time you've been stalking me. What nav? Such unbridled fury, such righteous indignation. We should be glad to accept the goddess's punishment. Goddess? Devotees? But of course! That I had you inspect those crates was a stroke of genius indeed! As I was elucidating but a moment ago, those fiends were obviously the ones responsible for the recent rash of weapon thefts, as those thefts were carried out by a single individual, you imbecile. Lest you've forgotten, the culprit is a duelist. He only claims his victims' weapons after defeating them in single combat. If your powers of observation are as great as you claim, you should have deduced that those buffoons in boxes were incapable of such. I should know. I'm a reporter for the Mithril Eye. My name is Ellie, and I've been investigating these incidents for weeks. Inspector Hildibrand, gentleman investigator and agent of inquiry, I presume. You're looking well for a dead man. Would you like to meet one of the duelist's victims? I'll introduce you with pleasure. You would be willing to share such precious information with me? Your generosity is commendable, Miss Ellie. May this mark the beginning of a long and beautiful friendship. Yes, very good. The name of the man is... Huh? Where in the bloody hell do you think you're going? I haven't even told you anything yet. And off they run for shenanigans. Alright, let's continue. I suppose since you're the imbecile's friend, you intend to help him. The man you want to find is an adventurer named Humphrey. At the present, he can be found at the Golden Bazaar. With luck, the good inspector may find his way there by the time you arrive. If not, then so be it. I wonder what will happen when he discovers that the victim is a perpetrator as well. All right, we are off to Camp Drybo.
Yay, free teleports!
Right?
Yeah.
All right, peeps, let's fly. As soon as Artemis gets here.
Hold on, I'm working on it. I will figure this out eventually.
Right, Pillon, seat 3. Artemis, we got a car right here.
Do you just have to select me, press square, and go down to right pillion?
I love how all the females who ride in the car behind the driver's seat just look like they're gonna go, "Can we stop for ice cream?"
I'm reading a whole lot of, can we stop for McDonald's on this one?
Yes.
Hey.
Yeah. No, in Arya's case it's, "Can we stop for Wendy's?"
I'll take ice cream.
"Can we stop for a Frosty?"
No, that's you.
What Frosty's at home?
They're not the same.
It's not the same.
I don't know how.
You just don't get me.
All right, there's Humphrey. We'll expedite Bion's trip so we can join along. I'm Humphrey. And you are? At last, I've caught up with you! You there, young sir! I am told you are a victim of the marauding duelist! Me? A victim? How amusing! You amuse me! True, I was challenged by the duelist not long ago, but where he thought to find a whelp, he found a warrior of light instead! I defended my honor and my blade! See for yourself!
You mean you won? That's amazing!
Well, it was nothing compared to what I faced at Cartano. Magitech to the right of us, Magitech to the left of us, stuck in the middle with Master Lu we were. He was a dab hand with the old magic he was. Tried to save him, of course, but there's a limit to how many giant beasties a man can... That man is no warrior of light. Tell them, Eleazar. Tell them how he lost and surrendered a sword that was not his own. Liar! Scoundrel! I trusted that bastard with me father's blade, bid him to take it to a smithy for restoration. Even gave him gil to pay for it. Then he comes crawling back, sniveling and begging forgiveness for losing it in a duel, as if that's enough to set things right. Look at me, you breathing whoreson. Look at me! Me flowing golden locks are no more! I've gone bald from the stress and heartbreak! I swear to everything holy that you'll face a reckoning if you don't bring her back to me! All right. He beat the shite out of me and took the old man's sword. I used the gil to pay the Kairjin. I have no idea where he or the sword is. What am I supposed to do, huh? I can't give him what I don't have. Unless you help me find the sword. That's what you do, right? Help people? Have you no shame? First you claim a legacy not your own, then you beg others to help you with problems of your own making. You will refuse this man, won't you, Inspector? And what of Eleazar's flowing golden locks? How will forsaking young Humphrey help the man he has wronged? We shall begin our search for the sword by questioning the people of the Golden Bazaar. Alright, we need to question 3 people. Finisher? Eleazar's sword. Wasn't much to look at, but at least it was authentic. More than a few collectors have been tricked into purchasing counterfeit relics. Would anyone like to do the honors for the female Lalafell?
I guess that's gonna be me then.
You can do a female. No, hold up.
Do you want to find out?
I want to hear this. This will be interesting.
Oh, what have I set myself up for?
Everything.
We're talking to Lululo.
Let's Lulu. Okay. And that boy should be ashamed of himself, robbing poor Elazir of a priceless family heirloom. This goes to show you should never trust an adventurer who claims to be a warrior of light. Thieves and tricksters, the lot of them. It may not be the most honorable solution, but mayhap you should consider giving Elazar a counterfeit blade. If the deception brings him peace in his final days, would it be so wrong?
That was a good job.
You satisfied?
That was pretty good.
That was not bad.
You've done a lot better than that.
That is actually a lot better than I thought it was going to be.
You did a really good job pulling the pitch so high up.
Yeah. Antique swords? Oh, I haven't the foggiest about that. That traveling merchant Jajompa is the one you might ought to speak with. Assuming he hasn't left. Alright, let's catch up to the lad. Everyone need to catch Jajompa? Where's Arya? There she is. Arya? You dead?
I think some of us missed one of them.
I needed to fix my HUD.
Ah, I missed one, sorry.
It's all good.
Oh.
There's Jajompa. I'm afraid I have no knowledge of an ancient sword. At least not of one I can guarantee to be authentic. You see, any wares I determine to be of dubious origins, I immediately discard in the spring east of Camp Drybone. Though I have no swords for sale at present, I may have disposed of a facsimile similar in design to the one you describe. This presents a quandary. Though I am loath to deceive an honorable man like Eleazar, well-intentioned ruse may put his heart at ease, thus spurring the rejuvenation of his flowing golden locks, whilst we continue the search for the genuine article. Well, if there is a sword in that spring, it won't remain there for long. It's one of the more convenient sources of fresh water for the common folk in Camp Drybone. Tisk tisk. You should endeavor to be more optimistic, Miss Ellie. Like me. I say we search the spring first before declaring all to be lost. Alright, we fly.
Are you supposed to be related to the guy at Highbridge?
What?
There's a guy that gives side quests at Highbridge that are all about his head, and like, you have to massage his head to make his hair grow back. And, like, is this supposed to be related to that guy?
I don't remember that particular side quest.
Really? Okay. Yeah, he has you go kill some snurbles and stuff and get their fur, and apparently they're used in a gel for his hair. So you sit there and you rub his head.
Well,
Really
Ilfang. Well, Ilfang, I will say this: it's like my right hand on a lonely Friday night.
Whoa, hey
I
now.
don't want to talk about your right hand on a Friday night.
As your wife, I don't want you talking about that. That reflects poorly on me.
Well, it beats the fuck out of me, so.
Ugh.
As I mentioned that, of course, we're over here massaging Hildibrand.
Anyway, it occurs to me that I am not yet fully recovered from my accumulated injury. Not be prudent to immerse my body in water. Not without first coating it with a liberal application of salamander oil. That is, indeed, on many an occasion, my dearest mother tended my childhood scrapes just so. You understand the importance of physical rehabilitation, yes? And you can assist me by pouring the oil all over my body. My body is but an instrument in an occasional need of oiling. So come, my friend, come and oil me up. It's about to get weird. This comforting scent, as though I am a child in her arms. Quickly now, before it dries, Knead the oil into my aching flesh! The pen multiplies manifold! Gently now, gently! Oh gods. Oh gods. Oh gods. Yes! At last! My muscles slacken and... What's that?
Careful, you can get banned from Twitch like that.
That deserves a clip. My muscles slacken and soften. The warmth spreads, and the pain becomes pleasure.
Okay.
Right there. Yes. Keep doing that. Just like that. Just like... Oh, yes! Now, once more, with feeling!
My God. This is why we don't watch porn.
Ah! Never before have I received such splendid ministrations! Now then, into the spring. You as well, my good man.
Oh yeah, Coterie on one side, me on the other. This doesn't look bad at all.
My armor will save me.
I wish I had armor to save me.
Nothing can save you from the awkwardness. Alright. I've got one item. And the holy pot. Alright, I've got all three. How about the rest of you?
Yes.
Alright. Let's speak with Hildibrand. You've been productive. Excellent. I see what you found. No sign of the sword Jajompa mentioned, I see. Arya?
No, I'm all wet. What was that anyway?
Did something cause you to... Once again, my instincts have guided us to our quarry. That I had you search that section of the spring was a stroke of... Arya?
Inspector, it's bad for your health to conduct investigations in those clothes. I'll go to Ulda and fetch you some new ones.
How thoughtful of you, Nashu. While you're there, purchase a few bottles of hair tonic for Eleazar as well. The newest, most potent blend you can find. Is it not wonderful, my friend? Soon all of Eleazar's wolves will be no more. Oh, whoops. Wrong mount. Having fun fishing, Ilfang?
I am.
All right. We're off to talk to Eleazar. Where'd Kotori go? Oh, she's already ahead.
For shame.
Ah, well.
Yeah. I couldn't find Fang, so I thought I'd find him here. And...
I was fishing right next to the place we just were.
Oh. I told you my eyesight wasn't very good.
No, you just don't recognize his halts.
Yeah, it's a little too cute.
It is too cute.
It's way too cute. All right, let's talk to Eleazar. As promised, I return to you your father's ancient blade. Aye, it is her. Every chip and scratch is just as I remember. God bless ye, sir. I never expected you would go to such lengths for two strangers without thought of reward. Altruism is a rare trait these days. It's common enough if you know where to look. A gentleman recognizes the good in every soul and understands that none deserve to be forsaken. Spoken like a true gentleman, though your garments beg to differ. Arya?
Inspector, I brought your change of clothes. I also brought a supply of tonic from this peddler I bet on Pearl Lane.
Excellent work, Nashu. If you would just bring me that case. Inspector? Inspector Hildibrand? There appears to be something lodged in my forehead. Could it be a missive from an adoring admirer? The author neglected to pen her name. I shall come to claim the collector's blade. Is that supposed to be flattering? No, you! It's supposed to be intimidating. The duelist wrote this. He's daring you to stop him. That goofy-ass look. I can't. A challenge? For me? Oh, whoops, wrong tone. A challenge? For me? Oh, at last the curtain rises! Very well. If I am to duel the duelist, I must dress for the occasion.
And this is why Hildibrand is so silly.
I, Hildibrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, accept your challenge. is incredible! So bold, so majestic, just like a warrior of light! No! A gentleman of light! He is exceptionally something.
Oh, Inspector Hildibrand, you was amazing!
Hildibrand. This is far from the strongest of swords! Blue skies and the rolling desert. How much longer must I seek the blade of legend? And we've completed 2.1 of Hildibrand. Challenge accepted, my worthy opponent. You shall not claim the blade. With my, let us call it what it is, genius, I shall bring you to justice. Wait, you wish to duel with weapons, not wits? This bridge hardly seems appropriate for such an epic battle.
I love this section of the cutscenes. Like, this is my favorite part.
Aria?
I have no idea. It went so fast I couldn't even...
Oh.
Hey! I know that spear! That's the one I found buried with the pumpkins! Pumpkins sort of remind me of, no, it's gone. Never mind.
And with that, we have completed Hildibrand for patch 2.1. Next episode, we will continue this with patch 2.2. We're gonna take a quick break and we will be back with more. If you're watching on Twitch, stay tuned. And if you're watching on YouTube, well, here are the links provided. We'll see you in a bit.